This is All India Radio. Whispers of the Wind. All India Radio, in collaboration with Vigyan-Prasar, presents science serial Whispers of the Wind, based on understanding and managing climate change and global warming. Let's listen to episode number 23, titled Global Warming and Changing Diseases.
Sagar, where are you? Please come inside.
No, I won't go.
Oh, Sagar, I want to talk to you on something very important. Please come inside.
Medha, I think your mother is calling from inside. Go and see what the matter is.
Papa, could you please send Vivek? I'm just busy with some work.
Really?
Vivek, just go inside and see what Ma's asking for.
No, I won't go.
Hell with your newspaper. I'm shouting from the base of my throat, but nobody's listening.
But
Even if someone dies, you people don't care at all.
Vasudha, what is the matter?
yeah,
Why are you so angry? What happened? I asked Medha to go inside and see why you are calling, but she passed it to Vivek.
But Papa, I was busy with some work.
Oh, these lazy children. You expect them to do a job?
Ma.
Rather, they aspire to have a personal servant for themselves.
oh
Vasudha,
no, Ma.
relax. Tell me what is the matter.
Dada is very sick.
Dada, your elder brother,
Yes.
the one who is posted in some hilly region in Kenya.
Yeah.
Babiji just called me from Kenya.
What happened to him?
He's down with malaria. And that too of a very severe type.
Really?
Yes. Babi was crying on the phone.
Malaria? But I think he's posted in a highland area of Kenya. Malaria does not exist there.
What do you want to say, Sagar? Babi's lying to me.
No, Vasudha, I don't mean that. Actually, before our marriage, I was also sent there on deputation.
I know that. You told me number of times. Then what?
These areas were supposed to be free of malaria. Even mosquitoes were not there. Because these areas are highland areas, so have low atmospheric temperature, which does not allow mosquitoes to flourish there.
Sagar, it was 25 years back that you're talking. Quarter of a century. Things have changed now. You know, Dada's whole family is suffering from malaria.
Whole family.
Yes, beta. It's bad. It's a common scenario in every household now.
That is really strange.
Yeah.
And besides, it's of a very severe type, Sagar. People are dying there because of malaria.
Do you know, Papa, why this has happened?
Why, Medha?
A place where malaria and mosquitoes were non-existent is now brimming with patients of severe malaria. It is because of global warming and associated climatic changes.
Okay. I've had enough of your global warming now. Do you think whatever bad happens in this world is due to global warming and associated climatic changes?
My dear Ma, whatever bad is happening in the world, half of it is anyhow connected to this global warming. Do you know?
Okay. Now keep your mouth shut. You educated people have blown up a little thing out of proportion.
Of course, Ma. Medha thinks that she's very intelligent.
Hey.
Though she's next to nothing.
Now can't you both sit silently for a while? Sagar, will Bhaiya be okay with time?
Of course, Vasudha. After all, it's only malaria. Nothing serious.
No, Sagar. Bhabhi was telling that over there malaria is usually very serious. People are dying there because of malaria.
Ma, has Mommy said this?
Yes, Medha. Sagar, do something. I don't think Bhaiya will be okay with time.
Don't say like this. Actually, I don't know much about malaria. But one of my classmates is doctor. Probably posted here as district malaria officer. Really? He can help us to know better about malaria.
Oh, then we should go to him as early as possible.
Yes, we will go to him today.
Thanks.
Relax.
Papa, is this the hospital where your batchmate works?
Yes, Vivek. My friend Dr. Shekhar works here. We have to search where he's sitting.
Yeah.
Look, Papa, there he is.
Oh, yeah.
There's his nameplate.
Oh, yes, Medha. Come, let's enter the room.
Yeah.
Dr. Shekhar?
Huh?
May we come in?
Oh my God. Sagar, this is you. And Bhabiji, you too. Wow. It's good to see you two together.
Hello, uncle.
Hello, Uncle.
Hello, beta. Hello, beta. Please come in. Please come in.
Yeah.
You made my day. Bhabiji, please come this side on this chair.
No, Shekhar Bhaiya, I'm comfortable over here.
Okay. Sagar, tell me, is everything okay with you?
Why?
Baba, people usually go to the doctors when they are in trouble, right?
Shekhar, we are not the exception.
Really? Then tell me about your problem and don't worry. Is someone sick in your family?
Yeah, something like that, My brother-in-law is posted in Kenya, near Nairobi.
Okay.
He's sick with malaria. And your bhabhi is very upset.
Oh, I see.
I tried to explain her that it's simply malaria. But she's insisting that her brother is seriously sick.
Shekhar Bhai Sahab, actually, his wife told me on phone that there, malaria is not like as it happens in India. It's a very serious disease there, which may kill the patient also.
Yeah.
And since then, both the ladies have created a chaos in the family.
Oh,
Which I think is out of proportion to the problem.
No, Saga. She is right. Malaria in Kenya is a different and a new addition to the diseases prevailing there.
Shekhar, do you think that a person can die of malaria?
Yes, of course. People die of malaria, especially if it is complicated to cerebral malaria.
Cerebral malaria.
Yes, malarial disease involving brain. This causes convulsions, altered sensorium and coma.
Oh no, is malaria such a dreaded disease? I told you, Sagar, but you ridiculed me.
Vasudha.
Actually, in India, cerebral malaria is not so common. That's why we take malaria so lightly.
Uncle, many of my classmates suffered from malaria and they returned to school after 4 to 5 days of absence.
Yes, but I know. But it is different in Kenyan highland, rather to say in South African highland areas. In places like Nairobi, where your maternal uncle lives, malaria turns into cerebral malaria quite frequently.
And why is it so, Shekhar Bhaiya?
Mama, because mosquitoes there are large and of dangerous type. Isn't it, uncle?
Mosquitoes are same, but the person getting malaria are different from our country.
Different? But how are they different, Uncle?
Actually, these are the places where malaria was non-existent. These areas were called malaria and mosquito-free areas, so that people residing in these various areas didn't have immunity against malaria parasite.
Why is it so?
Bhabiji, whenever we come in contact with malaria parasite, we may or may not have malaria, but our body's immune cells recognize malaria parasite antigen, and our immune system does make some preparation to handle malarial parasite in future.
And Uncle, this preparation is called immunity, isn't it?
Yes.
And what does this immunity do in malaria?
The memory of malaria parasite persists for longer periods. Whenever malaria parasite again enters the body of this immunized person, it is recognized by immune cells of the body and destroyed by antibodies before it can cause harm to the body or can produce disease.
So, immunity is the disease fighting capacity of the body, isn't it?
Yes, Bhabiji. In India, we encounter malaria parasites so frequently that we are naturally immune to it.
True.
That's why severe forms of malaria are not so common in our country.
And this doesn't happen in the Kenyan and South African highland areas.
But why?
Recently, I have attended a conference organized by World Health Organization abroad. There they told us some interesting facts about malaria in these regions.
Interesting facts? What are they, Uncle?
Yes, Medha. Till the end of 19th century, there was no malaria or mosquitoes in these regions.
Yes. So when Britishers went there, they selectively settled in these areas because these regions were free from malaria, deadly diseases of those times.
But why?
Due to climate.
Climate? What was so special with the climate of these areas?
Bhabiji, Anopheles mosquitoes which cause malaria can successfully complete their life cycle when atmospheric temperature is above 16 degrees centigrade.
And temperature of these areas was colder, which became even lesser during winters. So Anopheles mosquito, which carries the malaria parasite, could not thrive there.
Wow, what a guess from a moron like Vivek, huh?
Yeah, and what a nonsense comment from Medha Didi.
Vivek, Medha, behave yourself.
Sorry, Papa.
But Shekhar Bhaiya, what has happened now that is causing such a dangerous form of malaria?
Bhabiji, due to our excessive use of fossil fuel, industrialization, excessive deforestation, and increasing petroleum vehicles, the climate temperature increased gradually.
Oh,
It has reached to a level which became favorable to the mosquitoes and malaria parasite, both.
oh.
Gradually, the glaciers of these hilly regions started melting and atmosphere became moist and warm. It was very favorable for mosquitoes and malaria parasite.
And that is how malaria reached in these so-called safe areas.
When people of these areas who didn't have immunity against malaria suffered from malaria, their bodies had no defense against this disease.
That's why it became a common disease here, and that too a dangerous one.
It means the malaria emerged over there due to ill effects of global warming.
And we are the main cause of global warming, aren't we?
Yes, beta, we are the ones who helped transporting malaria to emerge in these places.
But Shekhar, Vasudha's brother is from India, and you say we Indians are very robust against malaria.
Yes, we Indians are naturally immune to malaria.
It means my brother will not be in much danger from malaria.
I think so, Bhabiji.
See, Papa, what has global warming done? It has changed the scenario and even the disease patterns.
You are right, Vivek.
But why is it so, Shekhar uncle?
Vivek, due to progressively increasing amount of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, the average atmospheric temperature is gradually increasing.
Oh,
It may increase by 5.5 degrees by the end of this century.
really?
And then what will happen, Shekhar Bhaiya?
This may cause major climatic changes.
Like?
Like it may cause excessive rain somewhere, and in the other places, the condition like extreme drought.
Due to increasing moisture and warmth, insects, mosquitoes, and other disease vectors will flourish.
And uncle, ineffective diseases will increase and become more intense.
Yes, malaria is on rise since the year 2000 in Anhui province of China, which was previously supposed to be malaria free.
Really?
So is this too because of global warming, Shekhar Bhaiya?
Yes, Bhabiji.
So does this global warming affect malaria only?
No. There are many diseases which are emerging at the places where they were non-existent or were very rare.
Many diseases, Shekhar uncle.
Yes, Medha. Diseases like Chagas disease, leishmaniasis, Lyme disease, babesiosis, intestinal worms, anthrax, cholera, dengue, Ebola virus disease, Zika virus, and many more.
Oh my god. But uncle, what is this Chagas disease?
Vivek, this dangerous disease is caused by a unicellular organism, Trypanosoma.
Oh.
But uncle, our biology teacher taught us that trypanosoma causes sleeping sickness spread by tsetse fly.
You know it right, Medha. A species of Trypanosoma, Trypanosoma brucei, causes African sleeping sickness. But Chagas disease is caused by another species of Trypanosoma, Trypanosoma cruzi.
Oh.
And it is spread by tritomine bug.
Try to mean bug?
Because these bugs bite over the face, especially over eyelids. So they are commonly called kissing bugs.
Kissing bugs. Interesting name.
But simultaneously dangerous one.
Really?
These bugs bite over the face in the night, and after bite, they defecate there.
Wonderful. Just think if we humans could do the same.
Vivek,
Oh,
shut up.
okay.
The feces of these bugs contain trypanosoma. This bite causes itching at the place of bite, and when the victim scratches to relieve the itching, these trypanosoma enter into the blood circulation of the victim through the fresh bite wound.
And this way trypanosoma infect us.
Yes, Saga. It causes swelling at the place of bite, which is usually eyelid. Little swelling in the glands around the neck and fever.
So, in the beginning, it looks like common fever.
Yes, Medha. In 2/3 of the victims, the disease ends here.
And in the rest 1/3?
Bhabiji, in the rest 1/3, it reactivates after the period of 10 to 30 years.
10 to 30 years.
Yes, this time it involves heart. Victims' heart enlarges and ultimately it fails and patient dies.
Shekhar Bhaiya, is this also related to global warming?
Yes, Bhabiji. Years back, this disease was common in South America.
So,
Now, it has moved to many parts of North America where it was almost non-existent
But why is it so, Shekhar uncle?
because of changes in climate, which is warmer now and favorable for tritomine bugs too. Besides, this is more severe than that in Latin America.
but why?
Because of warmer climate, these ticks experience more thirst. To quench this thirst, they feed on human blood more frequently and attain adulthood early and quickly become ready to transmit disease.
Uncle, I have read in Sunday edition of a daily newspaper that numbers of filarial patients are also growing rapidly.
So is this also due to global warming?
Of course, Bhabiji, this filaria parasite too is spread by the mosquitoes.
So,
In last meeting of World Health Organization, the problem of filaria was discussed in detail.
But why, uncle?
Because specialists presume that with the current rate, the number of filaria patients may increase up to 3-fold.
3-fold. So the situation is quite grim with filaria too.
Not only filaria, Bhabiji.
Then?
There are many communicable diseases which are on rise due to global warming and climatic changes.
So global warming is the main culprit.
But Bhabiji, this is not the only cause. However, it is the main cause.
I told you that, Ma.
In Canada, England and United States, a special type of tick is found, which is commonly called black-legged or deer tick.
A deer tick?
Yes, Vivek, but its scientific name is Ixodes tick.
Ixodes tick?
Yes, it spreads a bacterial disease called Lyme disease and also babiosis caused by a unicellular organism.
so what's special in it, Shekhar?
I told you that I attended a WHO conference recently.
Yes, you told us.
In that conference, there was a long discussion over this bug.
But why, uncle?
Vivek, because both are serious diseases. And the most important is that these diseases have reached to warmer areas of England and United States of America too, where these were not seen before.
And this is because of global warming, right?
Yes, due to global warming, temperature of these newfound areas becomes favorable for these ticks.
So now Lyme disease and babiosis are rampant in these areas.
Medha, not only rampant, but their intensity too is increasing.
At last, we humans are getting dues of our carelessness, with which we dealt with our environment.
That's true. But there are many things which are necessary for human civilization and progress. On the other side, these are actively contributing to global warming too.
Right.
But what are these, ma?
Vivek, such as industrialization, burning of fossil fuels, petroleum-driven vehicles, and many more things.
I agree. But we should put limits on it. We should use them conservatively.
That's right, but many nations like United States of America still do not understand the need of our.
Yes, USA has refused to cut down on his part of greenhouse gas emissions.
They will understand. They have to.
But by then, it will be too late.
True. Papa, Shekhar uncle is so intelligent now, very well read.
Nothing much. I know him very well. He has just returned from World Health Organization conference. So he's brimming with knowledge, huh?
Oh,
You may say so because he's your batchmate.
yeah.
However, he talks truth. Every time he had a point.
But which truth, ma?
Vivek, when I was a child, I never heard of dengue and chikungunya.
Ma, but then there was malaria, a pandemic of malaria.
Pandemic, what does it mean?
See, when a disease spreads globally at a given time, it is called pandemic.
Oh.
In Mars time, millions of people used to die with malaria.
And that was because of the lack of effective drugs, effective measures to control mosquitoes. Absolutely not because of the human-induced climatic changes.
It means diseases have increased since then.
Absolutely. And they have become more dangerous.
And now occurring in the places where they were non-existent.
Exactly.
Whispers of the Wind. You were listening to the 23rd episode of this science serial produced by All India Radio in collaboration with Vigyan-Prasar, titled Global Warming and Changing Diseases. This episode was written and translated by Dr. Arvind Dubey. Coordinators were Dr. Nakul Parashar and Dr. Birendra Kumar Tyagi. This episode was directed by Sudarshan Kumar, presented by Dilip Jha, and assisted by Arvind Sharma. Participants were Nikhil Diwan, Mamta Malkani, Nitin Bhasin, Vasundhara Bose, and Pranchu. Hey listeners, please stay with us. Here are 2 questions for you. The lucky winners will get attractive prizes from Vigyan-Prasar. The first question is, what is immunity? And the second question is, what are the kissing bugs? You can send your answers by simple post. Our address is Science Serial, Whispers of the Wind, Director Vigyan-Prasar, A50 Institutional Area, Sector 62, Noida 201309. You can also write on our email ID radio@vigyanprasar.gov.in. Please do write or mail us your full name, age and profession. If associated with Science Club, do let us know the membership of your club. If you have any query or question, do not hesitate to write to us. We will be back again with the next episode of this science serial, Whispers of the Wind, same day, same time next week. Till then, goodbye.